Intergalactic surpasses Concord's dislike.
That's
Not
three, probably
anyway.
more.
Probably. Yeah. Let's see.
Oh, smug bald face.
So yeah, it's got more dislikes on it than Concord did. I wonder how well it's going to do at launch.
So the thing about this is that it just looks so insufferable. Concord just looked like garbage that you don't want to play. It was like, okay, well, I'm not going to play that, lol, but that's it. This looks like someone that you actually want to punch in the face a little
Well,
bit, you know?
the problem is the story also leaked, and it was so bad.
Oh, it's
If,
terrible.
if that's accurate, then I got the phone. This is going to
So
tank.
the dislikes are at 263K now.
Lol.
Yeah.
Lamau.
Oh, let's see. What is Concord's
Video?
Concord
Still up there?
gameplay trailer?
Yeah, but I
Let's
mean,
see what
you
that's
guys
saying right
remember
now.
this though, right? Like it didn't strike you like aggressively one way or the other. It just looked like I don't want to play that. It looks stupid.
Yeah,
But
that's the
like
thing
this
is it's I don't know.
intergalactic doesn't
It
look
actually went
stupid.
up 1K since the screenshot was taken.
Intergalactic looks insufferable. It
It
looks
has.
like it would just piss you off. It just
Yeah,
it grates at you. You know, it's different. Like I said,
Yeah,
that's why
like,
Concord would have fewer dislikes. It would be like, I ain't playing that. That's stupid. As opposed to, ugh, I hate this. I hate these people. What is wrong with them?
and if
Why
that
are they like
story is
this?
anything to go by, if that was leaked, it's not going to be that fun. Um,
it's not. It's going to have plot holes out the wazoo.
it's
Well, it's a story of grievance and not building your own society because you're so busy being pissed off at people, at like the ancestors of people who did something to you uh, generations and generations ago. And I'm like,
well,
so you have a
those
thriving
people
society?
on that planet embody the left like
Yes,
no other.
exactly.
They're
And the thing is
so
that,
pissed off at something that is so removed from them at this point that they should have just gone and done their own thing.
yeah, they will not build. All they want to do is destroy something else. And I'm like, so you could have
Yeah,
a
I wonder
thriving
how their
society.
society is going to fall.
Which is
Yeah,
why we can predict that the good ending for that game is you helping them destroy Super Earth.
yeah,
Um,
because they do not they and that's the thing, that's a problem with a lot of these games. They do not understand good and
Well,
evil
well, that's
as
another
the
thing.
majority of human beings do. At least not in the West.
Yeah, a lot of these developers, a lot of these activists, let's be real, they can't even fathom that they are the brown coats. They are the what they claim to be,
They're the
projection and all
baddies.
that. Yeah,
they're
are we
the
the
baddies.
baddies? They don't even get to that.
They don't know the difference between good or bad, which is why the Acolyte was such a disaster. It's like
Oh
you don't
gosh.
even know what a Jedi is for starters. You don't know how to
Right?
even write a freaking Jedi. I mean, that whole opening thing where she goes in and assassinates that Jedi at the bar. It's just like,
Oh,
why? Like, none of those actions that were taken there were fitting a Jedi at all. And you can do an evil Jedi, like, and not have them a Sith, right? Like wolf in sheep's clothing thing can be a
hmm,
thing that could be happened and explored in a Star Wars story. Why not?
yeah.
But they're not going to be like that.
I mean, you know what?
No.
It's
One
going to
of the
be way more craftier than that. It's going to be one of those things you don't see until they want you to know that they've been the bad the whole damn
Attack me.
time,
Attack
right?
me with all of your might. Okay, thank
And
yeah,
you.
it's like that's not the
yeah.
Jedi way. Like the
It's
Jedi
not
should
even the
have.
ninja way. She
It's
goes
not
in
even.
like a
Yeah, it's not
ninja.
even the
That's
ninja
not
way.
how you. This isn't how you assassinate somebody. I'm
And then
sorry.
the fact that she just assassinates her with like not even a vibro knife.
No.
Like I mean, it's just like,
But then, like,
is
somebody
this a
survives
brand
a
new
freaking
Padawan that we
lightsaber to the
You
chest.
might as well have been assassinating a Padawan who has had zero training at that point. Because
Yeah.
even, the younglings could probably defend against a normal knife with no
Yeah.
problems. A jink, and it's gone, and it's not an issue. But, the fact
Yeah.
that she just sits there and lets everybody else get their ass handed to them, the entire time. It's like that's not how that works. That's more befitting of a Sith, if anything.
Yeah,
Well,
but
yeah,
the
that's
camera
But they're
but the
not
camera
supposed to
wasn't
be
on her.
Sith.
But the camera wasn't on her, so she ceased to exist until the
Oh yeah,
camera caught
that's
up with
right.
her
She
again.
she
So
doesn't exist, so
that's how
she was
that
frozen
went.
in time the
would
whole
you know
time.
it's funny you say that, Meg, because this is a little tangent, but I'll keep it short.
All right,
Well,
Um,
yeah.
hold on. Mute Chad.
uh, that is the exact reason that I threw my hands up and said, "Okay, I'm done with Borderlands," because I
The
was
movie
off
or the
camp.
game?
Sure.
It was frozen in
Uh,
time.
the game,
Okay.
Borderlands 3, you fight a boss. You're there in the room with an arsenal of guns, more guns than the average American. Well, maybe not.
Eh.
And
On par.
the twins who are the big bads,
Hmm.
they are stood up to by a little child, and you're just sitting there with your hand on your doing nothing. When this could have been a one of those unwinnable fights kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then you go
Yeah.
back to the ship and they're like, "Oh, you did all you could." I was like, "The fuck I did."
Well, see what they should have done if they were good writers or
Oh,
Hmm.
better
dude,
writers, right?
oh,
What they should have done was you get your ass handed to you. You're
Yeah.
crippled. You're on the ground trying to get back up, and
And
then
then
she
and then the
goes and
kid jumps
stands
in.
between the two of
Yes.
you, and you've
Hmm.
got that visual of your hand doing this number here or something with the gun, trying to do the thing, but your
yeah,
aim isn't steady because you've been knocked around and all that good stuff, and then the shit
Yeah.
happens. That
Yeah.
would have
And the
been
thing
a
is,
better way to write that than it would be to just freeze you in place, then have you fight afterwards.
but
well, yeah.
no, go
And
ahead.
the thing is that the thing that would make it the most impactful would be you have your boss fight, you get BTFO'd, and then you are on the ground and you're trying to move and you really just can't anymore. And
Yeah,
the thing is that then that's when the kid runs in, jumps between the two of you, and then the bad guy looks at the kid with this look of disdain, and then they look at you and see you trying to be like, no, no, and then they go, remember this and live with this, this is your fault, and then they kill the
Yeah.
kid. And that,
And,
and the thing is that that makes it personal. You hate them so much more because they did it specifically to make you live with that guilt on purpose. And they're saying this is on you, and when everybody says it's not, you know that they did it to piss you off, to say that this is, to try to pin this on you, to try to make you live with this guilt, and you deal with that throughout the game.
and I
I'm
wonder
sorry,
if anyone
I didn't even
brought
play
that
this
up.
game and I'm mad.
Yeah, I mean I didn't either, but I wonder if anyone
By
ever
the way,
actually brought that up.
I
And
just
somebody in the writer room, because they're so against like cliches and stuff like that and tropes and shit, went up and was like, well, no, that's a trope that's always been done. But do you know why it's been done? Because
it's
it's
Because it
good.
works.
effective. Like in Chrono Trigger, you fight Lavas. It is an unwinnable fight for you.
Hmm.
You get your ass handed to you. And what does Chrono do? He gives you precious seconds, sacrificing himself for everybody to teleport away to fight again another day, getting himself completely evaporated by Lavas's power.
By the way,
Hmm.
literally
It
not
is
even
effective for a reason.
yeah,
It
not
may
even
be
his
a
soul,
trope
a
that has
shred
been
of his
done.
soul.
Yeah, it may not, it may be a trope that has been done countless times through various games at this point, but it's an effective trope, which is why tropes are not bad. This idea of having something to go after, or the damsel in distress in Mario, or something like that,
Hmm.
it's not a bad trope, it's effective.
Well,
Which, by
there's
the
And
way,
nothing
there's
new
nothing
under the
wrong
sun.
with that.
There's nothing new under the sun. People have not changed. We've gotten better tools. We've got more things. Our language has changed over the years, but at bottom we are the same. And there are only certain number of things that actually motivate us. And the thing is that most stories wind up being, I don't know, one of 7 things. I think it comes down to. Somebody actually did the study on it where they're like, oh yeah, you can break all stories down into like a certain number of categories, or
Yeah.
they're completely stupid. So yes, this is true. They don't. It may be a trope to have, somebody gets killed that's close to you, and then you're on a revenge arc. Yes, that's been done. It's been done to death. However, that's because it works, and it's something that speaks to the human condition. Having you not care at all, or just sitting there twiddling your thumbs while something happened, and then go, oh wait, I really didn't
O-
want that to happen, dang, what, that's
Okay,
that doesn't happen because it's not good, and it doesn't speak to anything in the
yeah,
human being. It
I
doesn't
want to
make sense.
set this up real quick too. Maya
Okay.
is the only character in this whole fucking game up to this point that I even remotely cared about,
Oh,
and
so
this is
okay.
including the old cast
Oh.
of heroes because
Mhm.
they neutered them to beyond reason.
No.
They gave one of the coolest characters, Lilith, PTSD because reasons.
Ugh.
I like Lilith. Anyway.